A corner plot directly on a 4-kilometer lagoon, 12 kilometers from Burj Khalifa and 12 to 17 minutes from Dubai International Airport. DIFC 2.0 is right next door and you're close to Business Bay and downtown, and this is one of the best Ellington projects. With that said, welcome back to another YouTube video here on my channel. Today I want to analyze with you the project Everly Place by Ellington, for who this is a good investment for and who should avoid this project. My name is Jonathan Ray. I'm an independent real estate agent and advisor and also investor, mostly specialized on the Northern Emirates, but sometimes I do see interesting projects on the Dubai real estate market that I want to share also here on my channel. And for me it's very important to build long-term relationships with my clients, so I help you with finding the right units for you, I help you with the handover process, help you with furnishing the units and with renting them out as a short-term or long-term rental. So if you're looking at the project Everly Place, what stands out for me is definitely the location. Yeah, we sit exactly at the junction of Al Khail Road, Ras Al Khor Road, E66, Dubai Al Ain Road, with direct access to Business Bay, downtown and Dubai Hills. For me, the main catalyst in this area is definitely DIFC 2. This is a project that was announced by the government, a major expansion of the Dubai Financial Center, generating thousands of new jobs and pulling directly rental demand from professionals, with targeting business professional as your tenants in this project for tenants and a clear rental demand. And also business professionals are usually able to pay more rent and usually also they stay longer in this than in your apartment. Also what is close by is Shoba Heartland 2. Yeah, it's rising directly next to the plot with some beautiful high-rise towers and villas, and it will anchor the whole destination as a premium address. If you look at the master plan, yeah, Nakheel is the master developer, government master developer, what always gives investors also a certain kind of trust in this area. It will have a similar concept to maybe Palm Jumeirah or District 1, and it will be built around a 2-kilometer crystal lagoon and a 4-kilometer walking promenade, with multiple developers buying plots rather than just one. For me, out of all the developers in this area, Ellington stands out as the developer with the highest quality. The project itself is actually a low-rise building, what makes it easier for people to live there. Nobody wants to wait 30 minutes for an elevator to come in their building when they're coming back from work. Everybody wants, nowadays, in my opinion, people want to have some sort of community feeling. Like you don't really feel at home, at least for me as a European, you don't really feel at home in a skyscraper. So we have the ground floor plus 2 podium levels, 10 floors plus rooftop amenities, 131 one bedrooms, 32 bedrooms, 22 bedrooms plus study units and 17 3-bedroom plus study units. Amenities are always top of the notch, like always from Ellington. Infinity pool facing the lagoon, bowling alley, a games room, outdoor cinema, Pilates studio and many more amenities. What I also find good is for that amenity level, usually you charge a very high service charge per year. Yeah, and that will eat your profits. The interesting thing is here the service charges is actually only 16 dirhams per square foot, what is quite low for any Ellington project and also quite low for this level of amenities. The best units in my opinion to target are the 2 and 3 bedrooms that are facing directly onto the lagoon, that are mid and high floor. And the interesting thing is even the building right next to it will only be a G+2 building. And also anything that is coming after the lagoon will also not be a high-rise building. So you will have beautiful uninterrupted lagoon views and unobstructed lagoon views. Yeah. Also I would look for the nuggets. Yeah, there are also some one bedrooms that have good lagoon views, but for those ones you really need to look out. And I have personally studied this project for hours. I have looked at the floor plans. I have looked at what could make sense for investors. And if you're interested in knowing which units I would personally recommend here, definitely send me right now a message below. There you will find the link to my WhatsApp. Just send me a short message. I will send you more information which units I would personally recommend in this project. project. So from a developer standpoint, has done similar projects like that. Aber Views in Achan, for example, is one of the recent projects that they have handed over. Here you have a similar low-rise concept with 1-bedrooms renting from 85 to 100,000 dirhams. Here, in my opinion, you will be able to charge even a premium on this rental price. Why? Because of the close location to downtown and the DIFC2, and also because of the Crystal Lagoon in front of the building. Before I talk about for who's this for as an investor and who should avoid it, I want to talk a little bit more about the developer Ellington. Ellington is a developer that has a huge track record in Dubai with over 6,000 apartments that they have handed over, and also in similar communities like in Dubai Hills, you are able to charge up to 30% more rent than to comparable buildings next door that are from IMA. And also Ellington has a 96% occupancy rate out of all of their projects. So who should avoid this? I would say investors looking for short-term flips, since the area's interior roads, metro station and fully master plan built out are still a few years away. I personally believe the best time to resell this apartment would be in 2029, shortly before handover. If you're looking for a 6 months, 12 months flip, this is not the right project for you. For anyone who's just on a tight budget and just wants to get any apartment in this project, I personally do believe that it will make a huge difference which apartment you will pick in this project. If you will pick the apartments that have the lagoon view, or if you pick the apartments that have the view to the street. That is why it is so important to be very fast here. Only 209 units in the whole project. It will sell out really fast. For me, is it for definitely investors that want to bet on quality. You can have a return on equity here of 63% if you are able to hold it until 2029. Investors that are betting on DIFC 2.0 as a corridor for long-term employment and a rental demand driver, and also buyers who want a low-rise building with fewer units, giving you personally more control who they sell and rent to, and also investors that want to invest somewhere where there's a very clear demand and a very low supply. Because it will be very easier to rent out your apartment with a good view, especially for a good price, and it will be also very easier to resell your unit before handover. The metro is coming, the metro gold line is coming in 2032, what will also drive the demand in this area up, and you will be then able to resell your unit with a good profit or rent it out for a very good long-term tandem. So this is, in my opinion, a quite safe investment, as I see right now in the Dubai real estate market, where you have a very strong developer, with a very good location, you have a very limited and beautiful project. With that said, I personally have built very good connections over the years with Ellington. I've sold a couple of apartments from them, and I know which units make sense for investors and which units to avoid. I know also why it is important to get in early, and I know also a special promotion that Ellington has for investors that are booking their units right now. If you're interested in that, I'm not allowed to share everything in this YouTube video. It would be better to have a one-on-one conversation. Send me a message right here below. There you will find my WhatsApp number. Send me a message on WhatsApp right now, and I will send you all the details about this project, and also a secret promotion that I have exclusively with Ellington. With that said, I'm looking forward to your message, and I see you in the next video.